Hi gals, welcome back to another episode of Zero Waste Closet. So we're filming from home today. Things were so busy at the store, there just wasn't any opportunity to actually do my filming there. And that is okay because today we're gonna have a little bit of a chat. The modeling will come next week and you'll understand why in just a moment. It is the new year. It is an opportunity to evaluate where we are at in life and start to craft a plan for how we can move forward as the best version of ourselves. One way I'm trying to do that is with a new bouncy hairdo. If you guys can see, you know I love the Parisian aesthetic. And so the French bob is one of my favorites and I needed just a little extra bounce. So I hope you guys like it. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with these bangs, but we'll get there. So one thing that I am really thinking about for the year to come is my wardrobe. Surprise, surprise. And I'm looking at the current state of affairs and I am looking at a massively overstuffed closet. Does that sound like anything you guys are going through? Raise your hand if you feel like you just own too much stuff. I know for me, I have been in the process of paring down, really into creating a capsule wardrobe for myself, but somehow, I always get new stuff creeping in. I don't know, it could have to do with the fact that I own a clothing boutique, so it's really hard to resist. But I have found myself in a state, once again, where all my clothes are smushed in there. I have more shoes than I have space for, and it's just not as fun to get dressed, and it stresses me out, frankly. So what I end up doing is I end up not wearing a good portion of what I have because I can't even see it. It's all stuck in there, jammed in there. And then I kind of keep going back to the same outfits because they're quick and they're easy, but it sort of inhibits my creativity and fun when it comes to getting dressed and it stresses me out. So I would like to figure out once and for all how to have a clean, spacious closet and a wardrobe that I love. So I did some thinking about this over the holiday break, and I actually was able to just sit down and really take the time to think about all of the experiences that I have had helping other women clean out their closets, and then looking at my own experience too. And I was able to distill what I will call the 7 habits of a highly effective wardrobe. And I really think these things hold true. So I love this because if you look at each of these habits, or you could say principles, you will see if you're struggling with your closet, you will easily be able to see where your areas of struggle are. And then you'll also be able to see what you're doing really well at. And when you identify those areas of struggle, that gives you a starting point, because a lot of us go in wanting to clean out our closets and we have no idea where to start. I wish I had $1 for every person who told me, I have so much to go through in my closet, I just don't know where to begin. Well, a good place to begin is looking at these 7 principles and figuring out where you stand on them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna outline those principles, try to go through them pretty quickly, and then little teaser for next week. We are going next week to look at a totally different way of building a capsule wardrobe that I discovered over the holiday break that I think might possibly be one of the keys to building a lasting capsule that you are truly in love with. Not just a functional one, but one that you really love. So that will be for next week. In the meantime, let's outline those 7 principles. And I really do want you guys to get out a pen and paper here and start taking notes, because after this, I want you to do your homework before the next video. Okay, so habit number 1 for curating a highly effective wardrobe is to have the right quantity of stuff. And I think this is probably beyond obvious, but it is one of those things where if you do not have the right quantity of stuff, either not enough stuff or on the other end of the spectrum, way too much stuff, you're not gonna be happy with your closet. You're not gonna be happy with your wardrobe. So again, too much stuff seems to be the most common problem. Not being able to see the forest for the trees, not having proper storage options because you have so much stuff that frankly, things that could be hanging, that could be easier to reach for, are all folded and stuffed in somewhere because that's your only option. Well, you've got too much stuff. So really think about the space that you have, what you have as your storage options, and your goal, which I believe should be, again, being able to see space between the hangers and being able to hang as much as possible and fold as little as possible. That is just a good quantity goal. Habit number 2 for a highly effective wardrobe is to curate one that is aligned. Okay, so what do I mean by aligned? Well, gals, if your wardrobe and the selection of clothing that you have is not really proportionate to the way that you spend your time, then you are out of alignment. So let me give some examples. Let's say you're somebody that works 5 days a week. You're in an office environment, but let's say half your wardrobe is loungewear and leisure wear. You're totally out of alignment. That loungewear is rarely getting worn, maybe 1 to 2 days a week, but it's taking up half the space in your wardrobe. You're out of alignment. So you want your wardrobe to be proportionate to the way that you spend your time. Now, there's also another alignment concept within here, and that is the actual pieces in your wardrobe. So when we go to build capsule wardrobes, we'll be thinking about all of these things. This is important, but the pieces in your wardrobe should be well aligned to how often you wear those kinds of pieces. So example here, maybe you're in alignment in the sense that your general style is classic with a twist. Okay, that's my style. Okay, let's just take me as the example. I'm totally classic with a twist, but reality, I rarely wear dresses or skirts. I do love them, but I rarely wear them. And yet I have like almost an entire rack in my closet full of dresses. That's out of alignment. Though the amount that I wear those dresses in comparison to the proportion of my closet that they're taking up is totally out of whack. So think about that. It could be activewear. It could be that, like, I don't wear a lot of sweaters, and yet right behind me, I have a whole armoire full of sweaters. So it's very important to be in alignment. So habit number 3, when it comes to maintaining a highly effective wardrobe, is having the right style. Now, when I say that, we know that style is totally a personal choice. There is no such thing as truly right or wrong here, but is your wardrobe reflective? Oh, there goes the cat. Is your wardrobe reflective of your personal style, or is it full of random trends? Is it cohesive, or is it all over the place? Does it portray somebody who doesn't really know who they are? So an effective wardrobe is definitely clear. It's something that fits you, it fits your personality, and it feels authentic. Habit number 4 of a highly effective wardrobe is the right feel. Are your clothes comfortable? There goes the cat again. Have you guys noticed that this cat actually loves the camera? It's so weird because she's actually my shy kitty, but the minute I turn the camera on, she's like, hello world, it's all about me. Okay, anyway, so back to the right feel. That's habit number 4. We want our clothes to feel good on our bodies. I don't think I've ever met anyone that does not value feeling comfy in their own clothes. Are they soft? Do they feel good on? Do you feel comfortable in your own skin? And perhaps even more importantly, do they fit you well? Does everything fit in the right way? Or is it fitted where it should be, loose where it should be? Or do you feel like you're wearing someone else's clothes? So you want your clothes to feel good. Habit number 5 of a highly effective wardrobe is that your clothes are in good repair, the right repair. So are your clothes all in good shape? Are they fresh? Are they clean? Or do you have things with holes in them? Do you have things that are maybe fabulous, but they've just seen their day? Sweaters that are perhaps pilling, shoes that are, I don't know, peeling or chipped heels. I've been in that position, I'll be honest. That happens to me occasionally with my shoes where I just love them so much. I do this with sneakers. They're my most comfortable shoes, but you get to the point where they're not serving you anymore because they're bringing down your look because they're just looking too tattered, and it's time to refresh. So is your wardrobe in good repair? Habit number 6 of a highly effective closet is the right amount of ease, the right ease. So what do I mean by that? I mean, are your clothes super easy to maintain? Are they easy to wash, easy to dry, require little laundering? Frankly, can you wear things multiple times without having to wash them every time you wear them? I definitely have some really good heavy lifting pieces like that in my closet, especially some of those heavier tencels, for instance, or some of my jeans. Do they require a lot of ironing, steaming, trips to the dry cleaners? Yeah, a lot of times, to be honest with you, sorry, not trying to be judgy here, but that's probably really not serving you. I used to have a lot of things that required dry cleaning. I just don't do that anymore. I just don't buy pieces like that anymore. So the right ease, I think, is a huge key to having a highly effective wardrobe. And last but not least, gals, is the right now, the right era, I should probably say. So listen, I am not saying that you need to be a huge trend follower to have a highly effective, acceptable wardrobe at all. You could be someone who rarely buys into the trends, but you know what? At the same time, I don't think anybody wants to look super dated. You know, there's retro. Retro can be really cool, but retro is a little bit different than something that just looks like it's kind of just out of style. So it might be time to go in and evaluate, you know, maybe you've got the right kinds of pieces. So for instance, maybe you love blazers, they fit your personal style perfectly, and maybe you've got a good selection of them, but perhaps a handful of them have been following you around for a decade or longer. And when you look at them, they just kind of put you in a time machine, but not in a good way. Well, it might just be time for an update. So maybe you don't need to reevaluate your personal style. Maybe you just need to update it. So is your wardrobe the right now? So gals, there you have it. Those are my 7 principles or 7 habits for a highly effective wardrobe. And I really gave this a lot of thought. Honestly, I sat down, I wrote about it, I thought about all of the struggles that I have personally gone through with my wardrobe, plus all of the struggles that other women have shared with me. And I think this is a pretty comprehensive list. But if you guys think of any other things that you think are just incredibly important principles for having an effective, again, heavy lifting, do the distance kind of wardrobe, anything that you think is important that I left out, then feel free to drop it in the comment section below. I love to learn from you guys too. And if you would like to, you're welcome to email me at lisa@shopchillstyle.com. So if you guys liked this week's video, if you like the topic of closet cleanouts and creating a better wardrobe, then please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It also really helps this channel. And if you guys have not already, please make sure and subscribe to Zero Waste Closet here, and that way you guys get notifications whenever I come out with new videos, which is every week. And remember, next week we are going to be looking at a new way to build a capsule wardrobe that hopefully will be your favorite that you've ever built, and we'll explore why. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Don't forget to do your homework, because just knowing your strengths and your weaknesses when it comes to your closet will help you with all of your wardrobe building going forward. And if you would like to shop online, if you want to get a little bit of a head start, don't forget to visit our website at www.shopchillstyle.com. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.